So, you want to be a millionaire, but how do you actually make it happen? In this video, I will show you how to build a £1 million saving pot from scratch. I'll break down how much you need to invest each month, depending on your age, and will provide some practical tips on how to make your money work harder. Before I dive into the numbers, let's set some ground rules. I'm going to assume you want to hit the £1 million mark at 65, the average retirement age. I'll also assume you're starting from zero and investing the same amount every month into medium growth assets. Real life is obviously messier. Your contributions might vary, markets don't move in straight lines, and fees will impact your returns. But this gives us a solid starting point. When it comes to investing, time is your greatest ally. The longer you stay invested, the more the markets can do the heavy lifting for you. Take a 20-year-old. With 45 years to grow their pot, they'd need to save £510 a month to hit their £1 million goal, assuming their investments grow at 5% every year. In total, they would only have to contribute about £275k of their own money, and rising markets would do the rest. This is reflected in the shape of this graph. Your own contributions, in blue, rise steadily every year, but your investment returns, in orange, rise exponentially. So let's jump forward a decade. Now you're 30 with no savings. Time is still on your side, but you haven't got quite as much of it. To hit £1 million by 65, you'd need to save roughly £900 a month, with total contributions reaching £380k. Fast forward again, now you're 40. Things are getting significantly more expensive at this point. With only 25 years to hit £1 million, you'd need to be saving about £1,700 a month. As this graph shows, a lot of the hard work is now being done by you, rather than by your investments. Last up, the 50-year-olds. With just 15 years left, the numbers start to get extremely high, if not a bit silly. You'd need to save nearly £3,800 a month to hit £1 million by 65, and your own contributions would far outweigh your investment returns. You might have noticed that I haven't mentioned tax yet. There are two main ways to grow your investments tax-free. You can invest into an ISA, which has an annual allowance of 20k, or you can invest into a personal pension known as a SIP, which has a typical annual allowance of 60k. The tax benefits they offer make ISAs and SIPs extremely attractive to investors. If you are older and need to start saving more intensively though, you do risk maxing out your allowances. Finally, I need to touch on what you will actually be investing in. So far, I've assumed that your investments will grow at 5% every year. This level of growth is viewed as roughly medium. When it comes to investing though, the more risk you take on, the higher the potential returns, and the less you would potentially have to set aside each month. Shares are at the higher end of the risk spectrum, and this is reflected in their returns. Over the past 100 years, the US stock market has delivered an annual average return of around 10%. On the flip side though, higher risk means a higher chance of losing money. Ultimately, you need to choose a level of risk that you feel comfortable with, and think about whether it fits with your £1 million retirement goal. If you found any of this useful or would like more information on saving for retirement, please subscribe to the channel and join in the conversation in the comments below.